Hello world, and welcome to my channel. This video is going to be on something I got from King's, of course, and it's a dual zone thermometer. Now there's a story behind this and I'll tell you about it. Anyway, I hope you like this video. If you do, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Cheers. Yeah, the story behind me getting this is, in May, I took a friend up to the Cape. He's 82, and we were up there when, as he stopped for the evening, he says, "Where's your thermometer?" I said, "I don't have one." He said, "How do you know if you're cold?" I said, "If I'm cold, I put a coat on. If I'm hot, I take the coat off. If it's sunny, I put a hat on. If it's raining, I put up an umbrella." And he said, no, you got if it's a certain temperature, you've got to put a coat on and all these things. I said, well, that's not how I work. So I decided to get a thermometer, and King's had one. I went there, and it was supposed to be $29, but they had a sign on it saying $19. So I went there and bought it, and then when the guy said it's $29, I said, "No, the sign says 19. So he went and had a look and said, "Yeah, you're right, but look, the lowest we can charge is 22. So I said, "That'll do." I was just joking, but the sign did say that. They immediately changed it to the right price. So that's what I decided to get, a thermometer. So if he comes with me again, I can show him a thermometer and see what temperature it is, so he can put a coat on. Had a coat on all the way up to the Cape in the car. I think it was 22 degrees in the car, and he had a coat on all the way up. One side was cooking in the sun, the other side was nice. But anyway, I'll open it up now. It's supposed to be a dual zone thermometer, up to 20-metre range. There's different mounting options, long battery life up to 12 months. Now, some of the ones I went online to have a look at, they didn't mention the battery life at all. 2 temperature transmitters included in here, a multi-purpose design. So it tests ambient temperature, humidity monitoring, a large screen, long battery life, no setup time. And it's compatible with fridges, if you want to do it in the fridges. So I'm just going to open this up. So you get, don't know, okay, that's all that's in the box. I'll just move it up a bit more. Yeah, so you get the user manual. It comes with the display and 2 senders. Gives you general information and using it, how to use it in there, so it gives you that. So yeah. Now, this one here is a screen by looking at it. I'm going to put some batteries in a minute. That's the sender. And that's another sender. So you can have them individually in a fridge, I suppose. But yeah, it's mainly for air temperature, humidity and things like that. So I'm going to give it a go and set it up for you and show you how it works. Righto, I shall put some batteries in these things. That is the sender unit. Takes two AAs, two AAAs. So we'll put in battery. Second battery. They're tight, these covers. Suppose they've got to be waterproof. That's the one there, that one's done. Open this other one up. That's the main display. They go in very easy, just slide them off. You've got to push it where that arrow is and push them down, of course. So, yeah, that's the display on. And then I'll put batteries in this other one. Not sure where I'm going to locate them. They could be anywhere. But definitely going to be in the back here. A bit tight. As I said, they've got to be tight to seal. If you can put them in fridges and things. That's it, 2 senders. So yeah, on here we have the display. You can see it there. So it's 61% humidity. It's one is 20 degrees C and the other one's 21 degrees. So yeah, 20.1, and see the one display is 20.1, the other one is 21.7. Doesn't really mean anything. I'll put them both together. But yeah, I only just set them up. 69% humidity, it's got to settle down. They are settling down now, you can see. So one part of the it's a bit cooler than the other, so it's settling down now. Yeah, you can see it settling down, and that's the display, nice and large writing. So I'm thinking of having one in the back here, and maybe one in the fridge, or yeah, I'm not sure. But that's the display, 69% humidity, 21.5 is the average. On the back here, there's a little stand. You can put the stand down like that. Yeah. put the stand down like that and have it sitting like that. These other ones can hook up somewhere. You put a little screw in there and you hook them up onto that, and that's probably what I'm going to do. And on the front of these, they're numbered, number 1 and number 2, so you know which one's which. Yeah, so I've got the 2 centres together. That's the temperature, so that they're getting closer and closer together. As I say, you need to settle down. You can't just expect it to be straight away. So yeah, 22.5 degrees C, 65% humidity. This is unit 1, which is 21.5. That's unit 2 beside it is 21.8. As I say, I've only just turned them on. You really do got to have them settle down. So I think it's going to be a good addition. I'm going to mount that probably on the front of my drawer over there. The reader. So I can pick it up and take it anywhere I want, but most of the time I'm going to mount it on the drawer. I'm quite impressed with the size of that. Easy to see at a distance. Yeah, the humidity's dropping. But yeah, so that's it there. And yeah, I'm quietly confident it's going to work well. But yeah, 20-metre range. So yeah, you got a 20-metre range on this. So these can be 20 metres away from that. 12 months battery life. You can use it at home, in the shed, and beer fridge, anywhere you want. So it is designed to go into a fridge. It says here, Venture King's wireless fridge thermometer. So you can put them in fridges, and they're designed to go anywhere, really. Yeah, this is dual zone. The size is there on the box. You can see it 19 by 9 by 4 centimetres. And they all look like the same size, even that is the same. So yeah, so they're all that size. Yeah, I'm quite hopeful that's going to work well. So I might stick one in a fridge and one just in the back of this canopy. Yeah. On the back of this, I say you got the stand, or you can put a screw in the top up here. And I'm thinking of mounting it there. Or up there. Probably up there, out of the way. Doesn't matter. I use some of this for when I cook. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be there or there, but as I say, you can see the size of the lettering of the numbers, so it's, yeah, one is 20.8, the other is 20.9. A bit slow, and that's some of the comments people have said, that they're a bit slow to change, but still, who's in a rush to know your temperatures and things? In a fridge, you know, if it takes a couple of minutes to change, it takes a minute to change. So yeah, so they're almost identical, those two, and display 20.8 and 20.9. 63% humidity. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. It's either going to go there or there, I'm not sure. I'd have to sit and think for a while. It takes me a little while to think where I want to have it. No, it's either going to be there or there. Yeah, I'm not sure. So that's what's going to happen. Yeah, on the back of these, I decided not to use a screw. I put some Velcro's hook on the back to attach it to the carpet. That's the display. So we'll put it on there and show you. Yeah, I decided to put a second up here because it wasn't going to be steady enough. It's at night, just going to have to light it up. Close enough. So yeah, at the moment we got number one is the top one, and the bottom one is the other one, which is still tucked over near the fridge over there. In the slide, I just sort of sitting down there, because I am going to use it in the fridge at one time. So I decided to put Velcros on it so I can pull them off and remove it if I don't like them there. So yeah, that's the current temperature, 25.2. The other one's 24.9, but it's been out here. I had that one inside, so it's probably a little bit higher. But yeah, that's where I decided to put them there. Don't know how good they're going to be there, but they're out of the way. I don't really bump anything here. Everything goes up to there. I don't put anything on top of there. When I pull this out, it still doesn't interfere with anything in front of my table. So yeah. 59% humidity. That one's coming down now. It is a bit slow, as I say, to react. But it was inside in the house with me for 10 minutes. So there, they were both inside with me, but I decided what I'm going to do. Yeah, so that's where I put it, on that drawer, a king's drawer. It's just there. Well, I hope you liked this video. It's about this King's thermometer. They do have another one there they put in fridges as well, but this is the one I wanted. It has, as I said, it's a dual zone, so you have one on a fridge and one in the air temperature around your camp, and the other one, you know, you can have it in the cabin of your car and in the back of your ute, in the canopy. So you put this in the front of your car, so you know what temperature your canopy is going to be at all the time. So to me, it's multi-purpose, and a big, large display on it. See it very easily and clearly. Has a long battery life. Neat, tidy, and it's what I've been looking for. Especially when I've got a picky mate that puts a coat on when he thinks it's cold by temperature, not by feel. Anyway, I hope you like this video. If you do, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Cheers.